Hey, what's up you guys? It's the little onion that could, and welcome back to my channel. So, as you guys know, the game was updated to 4.2, and we're gonna talk about all of the quality life updates for Union Cross and Dark Road that have been implemented, and more importantly, all the juicy shit Mr. Robaloid has data mined. He showed us 2 new medals, a new card, and also some very swanky outfits. The drip. But before we actually get into all of that, I want to mention Mr. Robaloid once again. Go follow him on Twitter if you haven't already. He is the premier source for all things Union Cross and Dark Road. But without further ado, let's actually talk about the quality of life updates before we talk about all the new stuff. All right, first things first, there has been a slight change to raid bosses and their HP bars, or rather how they're displayed. So if you notice, only the HP bars are displayed, not the actual number amount of health that the boss has, and I believe this is the same for Union Cross bosses as well. I'm not quite sure why they felt like they needed to change this, because honestly I didn't see it as much of an eyesore, but hey, whatever it is to appease people, I guess. And while we're on the subject, Supernovas have also been updated. Before, -60 ground and aerial were applied to Supernova attacks, but now it's -70%, which is a wonderful change. They will do even more damage now. The last update that they made in Union Cross was to a medal called Sora and Roxas. It has been upgraded to Supernova ++. Sora and Roxas, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I completely forgot this medal existed. Out of all the medals that I expected them to upgrade, this was not the one I was expecting, but hey, upgrades are always good, so whatever. I'm not gonna go through its ability, but it is pretty decent. Has a very decent multiplier and a very decent ability as well. It's kind of like teetering between being a slight PvP medal because of its Supernova, which does ignore the target's defense boost. Nothing crazy, nothing too ridiculous. If you do have this medal, which this medal came out ages ago, then make sure you upgrade it. All right, now let's talk about Dark Road, which has the most exciting, very satisfying quality of life updates in 4.2. First things first, let's talk about crafting. Before this update, you could not craft multiple items at once, and now you can, which is absolutely amazing. All you need to do is just toggle this bar right here, either slide it or hit the minus and plus buttons right here, and then boom, you will be able to make however many accessories you want as long as you have the materials. And this is absolutely something we should have had when they introduced crafting. But hey, I'm not complaining. This also applies to the shop as well. So if you go in and buy, for let's say example, a premium quest key or 3 premium quest keys, you can basically choose the amount that you want as long as you have the BP to pay for it. Accessories have also changed as well, or rather the perks that are available for them. They have added one new one that I was actually talking about a long time ago that they should implement into the game, and it's finally here. They have added a perk for BP bonus gains. We don't have them right now, but accessories with BP bonus gain abilities will be coming out, and I'm super excited for that. And I guarantee you that those are going to be offered as prizes in the new PvE Coliseum-ish whatever mode it's going to be that's coming out on the 25th. Just watch. If I'm wrong, then I'll give the first person who comments on this video $1,000. Bet you're not getting that. All right, now let's talk about something that I and many people have been waiting for. One of the most annoying things about Dark Road is that it drains your battery. You have to keep it going in order to let it farm. Well, now if you hit the options tab up here, you can see that they have added a screensaver mode, which if you toggle it right here, the screen will dim after a few moments of playing. I wish they had implemented this a lot earlier, but once again, it's here now. In addition to this, they also added something that once again should have been here since the beginning. Prioritize healing. So now you can choose when to prioritize healing cards by toggling this bar right here. Basically, if your HP is 50% or less, 25% or less, whatever you specify, the game will automatically prioritize healing over other cards. Even if you have a card that has more power than, let's say, Tinkerbell or Queen Minnie, it won't matter because the game will prioritize healing over those cards. This vastly improves auto mode, and I am so glad that they added this. But that's pretty much it it in terms of the quality of life updates that came in 4.2. Now let's talk about the juicy shit. We're gonna start with the new card, Master Xehanort first. Master Xehanort is a dark blue card, and its main ability is Firaga. Its base power is 50 and its ending power is 100. It has a sub ability for Magic Boost 2, which basically means it gives you +2 magic for 10 seconds. He's a pretty powerful card. Is he something to spend all your card draw tickets or jewels over? Honestly, no. But if you do want to pull for him, he's a powerful card. Go for it if you want. I, however, am going to skip. All right, now let's go back to Union Cross because I want to talk about some of the things that are coming for VIP, as well as the #1 thing that I am most excited for, which are these beautiful outfits. They're so good. I love what the female is wearing. I love her hat. I love her shirt. I love the sneakers. I love the bag. I love the guy's hoodie so much. I love his earphones, his shoes, his little fanny pack satchel thing that's right there. I just love it all. It reminds me so much of The World Ends With You. Damn, I want to be the coolest kid in the skate park. Shit, this is what we call drip. Each of their boards are 2,500 jewels. They have a couple good attacking skills and a good skill for raiding as well. Buy them. Aside from the cute outfits, we got a sneak peek at VIP. Not too much going on here except for a few things. #1, Defense Boost 8 Max has been introduced into the game, which is interesting because it was not long ago that they actually released Defense Boost 7 Max into the wild for all players before it was exclusively a VIP skill. So it's very interesting that they introduced Defense Boost 8 Max so quickly. But ultimately, this isn't going to have too much of an effect on the majority of the game, except for PvP, basically. So good for you guys that are actually going to purchase VIP. That skill will come in handy, and it looks like you're going to be able to get 2. Other important thing, this Axel plushie, adorable as fuck. Fuck you, VIP, for getting this. And finally, we have come to the new medals, and we'll talk about this one, which is Melody of Memory King Mickey, the VIP medal for next week. All right, Melody of Memory King Mickey is an upright speed medal. Costs 0 gauges, has a multiplier of 20.9. For 1 turn, he increases metal strength by 12,000, increases your upright PSM strength by 15 tiers, and decreases the enemy's upright and PSM defenses by 15 tiers as well. Increases your guilt bonus by 220%, increases your gauges by 3, does not affect counters, and ignores the target's attributes, which means it is going to be a beautiful raid medal if you choose to make it one, and will also be very viable for a lot of PvE content, especially against enemies that have the upright absorption ability. Medals like King Mickey can completely override those abilities. All right, let's talk about his Supernova. For 1 turn, he can increase metal strength by 12,000, increases your general, upright, and PSM strength by 10, decreases the enemy's general, upright, and PSM defenses by 10 tiers, increases your guilt bonus by 320%, and triggers before slot 1 is activated when defending in PvP. Overall, he is a decent medal, not broken at all. I really like the medal and how it looks itself. It's a cute little picture of Mickey, but good for you guys in VIP that are getting this. All right, now let's talk about Mr. Melody of Memory Riku. First of all, look at them arms. Sexy as fuck. Now that I've quenched my thirst, let's talk about his abilities. He is a tier 10 upright speed medal, costs 3 gauges, has a multiplier of 21.05, which is pretty strong. That's a little bit higher than the new Melody of Memory Kairi, and he deals 6 hits. For 1 turn, he increases speed metal strength by 12,000, increases your general, upright, and speed strength by 15 tiers, decreases the enemy's general, upright, and speed defenses by 15 tiers, increases your guilt bonus by 220%, increases the enemy counters by 2, and pierces defense boost by 35%. His Supernova, for 1 turn, he increases metal strength by 12,000. And take note of that, his inherent ability increases speed metal strength, but his Supernova increases metal strength. He increases your general, upright, and PSM strength by 15 tiers, decreases the enemy's general defense, upright, and PSM defense by 15 tiers, does a guilt bonus of 320%, ignores the target's defense boost, which makes him a perfect PvP medal. Inherent and Supernova both have this ability. Perfect. And triggers before slot 1 is activated when defending in PvP. He is a beautiful PvP medal. He's really good, has a high multiplier, pierces defense boost in both his inherent and Supernova ability, and he's being offered in, you guessed it, a mixed Mercy banner with Aurora and Belle. At the end of the day, although he is a really good PvP medal, he is not something that is integral or game-changing at all, in my opinion. He is very, very good. However, I think I'm fine with my setup. I'm still doing great in PvP with my Sephiroths, with my illustrated Soras, still getting me top 1000. So I personally am not gonna shove out the jewels for this, but if you do want to pull for him, he will be useful in both PvP and PvE content. All right, that is is going to be it for this video. Do you like the changes that were introduced in version 4.2.0? And write to me in the comments below. Talk about the things that you're excited about. Talk about the things that you wish that were in the game. Talk to me about whatever the fuck you want. But with that being said, y'all, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.